Hey, this is Jeff with Southwest Land Deals. I'm out here looking at some property in western Maricopa County, so Buckeye and Tonopah in that area, and I came across this. And what this is this is actually the well for the property. This is a pretty big well. There's 2 tanks, which makes me think that it is probably a shared well. But a lot of times we're talking about wells, and when we're talking about them, you know, you think about the old style where it's 30 feet up in the air with a windmill that's turning around, and so it's real easy to see. But in fact, this is the modern well. And so a lot of times you'll see these containers out here, and what you see is you got the 2 tanks, and then if we walk around, we can actually see this is individually metered. And so how they do that is, see here we have a meter from APS is going to be out here. And so this is going to be our well out here. And some of the things to think about in terms of the well are going to be, you know, the water quality. So you're going to want to make sure that the water is a good quality, so you don't have to over filter it. And then how deep you may need to drill on that well. And so you're going to want to take into consideration a lot of places out here in western Maricopa County. It's pretty shallow. I think maybe between 150 and maybe 300 feet. But as you can see, the ground is pretty soft, pretty easy to drill. Something else you're going to want to consider is how big a tubing that you need to drill down. So if it's a 2-inch or a 3-inch or 4-inch, and how deep, those are going to affect how expensive it is to put in a well. And then of course, if you want the 1 tanks or the 2 tanks, you're going to have a pressure regulator on there that you're in terms of upkeep, and then you have a pump that goes down in the ground. And so I just thought I'd share with you real quick what a modern well looks like, how it's hooked up. And then this is going to feed, I'm guessing, these 2 or 3 houses that were behind me there with water. It's year-round. Really, you're not even paying for the water. You actually pay for just the electricity. So the box that I showed you here, this the power box there, monitors how much electricity you're using to pump the water out, and that's how they bill you. So right now we're just coming out of winter here. It's pretty light, but in the summer, if you're watering, we've got some trees and stuff behind us here. You know, the more watering you're going to do, the more electricity you're going to use to pull that water out of the ground, and that's going to actually reflect a little bit higher on your bill. So I hope that's educational, getting to see, you know, as you're driving around some of these properties, you'll see these tanks out here. Sometimes it's just 1 tank, sometimes it's 2, but now you know that's actually the well that's pumping the water for the properties. Again, this is Jeff with Southwest Land Deals. You can always check out any of the properties we have. Most of them do not have a well, but you can see those at southwestlanddeals.com. Thanks.